if we're talking fundamental, like fundamental foundational first layer, I had asked Chris Corfus and Dan Fichter, this was basically like they do a lot of complexes. Like they're old, want to get fast DVDs and stuff where here's all these complexes. But I believe this is what I believe they were kind of getting onto, is when you first started to teach more like intensity and intention, I think they would have just more simple workouts. Like, hey, just go run. We're just going to go run 4, 5, or 6 fly 10s, or maybe to drop off, just so you get an idea of, intention and intensity and just going. And then I think it would move more into, complexes and things like that. But, it's in your system. And I will say, my mind, I love complexes. Like that's mostly what I want to do. But then I'm always trying to think, okay, is an athlete fully ready to do 3 more things here? Would we be better off just doing one thing in a serial format today? I'm curious where your take is in terms of one or the other.
Yeah, so that's a good question, and I did a post today, I think somewhere, but I'm really happy with giving athletes of any age an advanced method. So ultimately, the advanced method is only as stressful as the power output they can provide. So, for example, my 10-year-old daughter, she's 15 now, but she was doing depth jumps and all that people are going, oh, look at that depth jump. But doing a press up, okay, a hold, press up, hold, turning around and supersetting that with a chest pass. So that is a contrast, but that's not a hard contrast.
Yeah, very simple.
Exactly, but it is a contrast. So we are transferring sort of that heightened state of doing a press up into an explosive action, which is what sport is about. I think we get too carried away by doing body weight, then we go dumbbells, then we go barbells, then we go advanced. So I do, I have a booklet for complex training, and I remember Don Chu's book in 1995. I was doing like that in contrast. So I've been doing contrast training for 30 years. That's why I'm comfortable in what I'm doing, whether that's Bulgarian, Russian, French contrast. You got your Gunther complex, you got your second generation contrast, all that, and my skill stability one then. So, but the key understanding, like Thibodeau did in one of his posts, with your podcast, was if you have an athlete who can transfer easy, then you don't need 4. You only need. Here's the thing. So that's why, as people are probably listening to me going, "Oh, gee whiz, he's scatty." But actually, if you think about it, I said earlier, for my hip dominant athlete who is that athletic, natural guy, I said I do a mid-thigh pull with a skill. So there we go. But if I have a knee dominant bowler who takes a long time to get warm, whose fast twitch or their intermediate fibers do most of the work, they never get to their fast twitch fibers. So then a pre-fatigue complex would be great for them. And they go, really? Do a set of 10 squats and then expect them to bowl? Yeah, it works. Do a 200-meter run and then expect them to do an explosive bowl. But have you tried that? That is such a great feeling. And Franz Bosch was saying, wasn't he? If you fatigue the contractile elements, the connective tissue will do all the work. So then you get your knee dominant bowler to look more athletic. What you'll find is your muscle-driven knee dominant bowler, and they're all around there, actually look better with fatigue in their system. I genuinely believe that. So in answer to your question, I always do complex training. You'll never find a program that I've designed that hasn't got a complex in it, complex or contrast, whatever age, whatever training age. Just the exercise selection is what makes it advanced, not the concept.